Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's how to be nice.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here.
And welcome to One Ass Cheek, Three Toes. I'm your host, B. Strilla. Of course, we got the Mad Yinser and Monkey the Faded here today.
Not yet.
May 1st. May 1st. It don't feel like May 1st in my end of the spectrum, but it's May 1st, people.
Well, it's pretty warm over here.
Shush.
Well, we're supposed to get them thunderstorms, but it's warm right now.
Yeah,
it's humid.
It's only 50-something degrees. What is it over there? It's only 54 here, and it's still raining. But anyway. How's it in Pittsburgh? 68. How's it in Pittsburgh?
God don't love pizza. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, you did see my comment then. Okay.
Yeah, I did see your comment.
Everybody saw your comment.
Hey, nobody got power except for me. Like, I swear I'm the only one on my street with power.
They're probably looking at the motherfucker that kicked our garbage cans over.
I know, right? It's like me and like 2 other neighbors got power still, but the rest of them are out and they don't like me right now. They never did.
Maybe they're begging you to kick their garbage can over so they can have power now.
Be a lot easier. They can't see me. I'd be like, I'm John Cena. You can't see me. You can't see me.
So how's everybody doing today?
Peachy, man.
Peachy.
Glorious. Absolutely.
All the Xbox communities,
What's
man.
going on, buddy?
In other news, the Xbox community is mad because the Xbox is now going up $100 in price.
But why? You mean the Xbox itself, right?
I can tell you one reason why, but I don't want to go political here.
You're talking about the
tariffs?
Xbox
Tariffs.
Yeah, but you can also go on your Fire Stick and buy a Xbox controller and play all the games on there.
Not controller, the system.
Yeah,
like the console.
You can play without the system. You don't need it.
Yeah,
I heard PS6 is coming out pretty soon. 2000.
I hope not.
So
I just got a PS5. They can go to hell.
Yeah, I just got a PS5. Like
that's how it works, man. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, well, they need to go away with that and start putting more games out for this generation. This generation's been a massive letdown so far.
You ain't lying. Speaking of letdowns and generational talent, the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs are here still. And in the NHL playoffs, the Washington Capitals take the series over the Montreal Canadiens and advance to the next round with a 4-1 win. Alex Ovechkin scored on a laser shot off a face-off, and Logan Thompson made some spectacular saves. So they take that series. Logan Thompson was one of the stars of the game. Tom Wilson from Washington, 1 goal, 1 assist, and Dylan Strom for Washington, 2 assists. The battle for Florida indeed went to the Florida Panthers 6-3 over the Tampa Bay Lightning to win that series. ETU. Lustainen had a goal and 3 assists for the Panthers as they advanced to defend their Stanley Cup championship. He was one of the stars of that 1 goal, 3 assists. I'm not saying his name again. Brad Marchand from Florida was 2 assists, and Gage Conglebs had a goal for Tampa Bay. Let's see. Kyle Connor has a goal and 2 assists to lead the Winnipeg Jets to a 5-3 win over the Blues for a 3-2 series lead. Kyle Connor was one of the stars with one goal and 2 assists. Vladislav Namastakanov.
Nemensikov?
Nemensikov. There you go. Nemensikov. Yeah.
We should make Robbie do the hockey freaking.
I know
name.
that's right because
he watches
one goal,
them, so he knows how they're fucking pronounced.
Right. Dylan D'Amelio had a goal. And tonight, the hockey NHL playoffs will continue. Toronto at Ottawa for the Battle of Canada at 7 p.m. or Battle of Ontario, should I say? At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Maple Leafs lead that series 3-2. Vegas at Minnesota, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Golden Knights lead that series 3-2. Dallas at Colorado. That's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stars lead that series 3-2. And LA at Edmonton, one of the series that Robbie watches, at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the Oilers lead that series 3-2. Who's winning that game, Robbie?
What? Edmonton and Kings?
Yeah.
Kings will win the night. I think Edmonton will take a game 7 because for some reason I like the Kings, but it's like every time they play the Oilers, they just seem to like choke it away in always 7 games.
Look, I think Edmonton's going to win this series, man. They're coming out they're understanding. Hey, we are in the playoffs. We got to win some games here. All right. So, favorite part of this show for Monkey right now will be the NBA playoffs, and we'll talk about the Houston game first. Pushed to the brink of elimination, the Houston Rockets delivered and beat the Golden State Warriors 131-116. Fran Van Velt scored 26 points, and Amon Thompson added 25 as the Rockets extended their stay in the playoffs. All 5 Rockets starters were in double figures. Warriors coach emptied the bench late in the third, and those bench players scored 76 points, which were the most in a playoff game since the stat was tracked in 1970-71. Jimmy Butler had 8 points, and Curry had 13. So maybe they'll bounce back in the next one. That's pretty sad, ain't it? Let's see. Here we go. Kevin's favorite one right here.
All right, let's go.
Rudy Gobert dominates small ball Lakers as the Minnesota Timberwolves advance with a 103-96 win. And Gobert had 27 points and 24 rebounds, and Julius Randle added 23 points. Luka Doncic, whatever the hell his damn name is, had 28 points, and LeBron James added 22 points. What do you got to say to that there, Kev?
I fucking love it. I think Minnesota's going to start coming one of my,
favorite
teams. Yeah, I might become a T-Wolves fan. Oh no!
You're a free
But that's
agent.
how you do it. That's how you get my attention. You eliminate them Lakers. That's how you get my attention. But them Lakers, man, they had a better field goal percentage. They had a better 3-point percentage, and they still lost.
Yeah,
like their 3-point percentage was like double of
your
what
boy Nate said. Your boy Nate says that the superstars win the series.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Yeah, it's not.
Superstars.
Tonight, the New York Knickerbockers will be at the Detroit Pistons at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Knicks lead series 3-2. Denver's at LA Clippers at 10 p.m. Nuggets lead series 3-2. So it could be.
I will say, as far as your Detroit Pistons are considered, and the small amount of games I've been able to watch them play against the Knicks, I think they're a really decent team. I think they got a lot of talent. They got a lot of potential. I just think they're really young. I just think they need another year or two, and I think they are a legit, going to be a top 3 team if they stay healthy and keep their core.
Yeah, I think the Knicks will. I was thinking the Knicks were going to beat them the last game at New York. That's what I thought that was going to happen, but the Pistons decided. I guess the Knicks decided they weren't going to play, and want to go back to Detroit so they can win it because Detroit's 0-2 in Detroit right now in this series. So at home, and we haven't won a home playoff game since 2009, as Nate likes to point out. But anyway, if Detroit business win this game, New York is through. That's it. You should have won. You should have won a game in New York, and you should win this game. You don't win.
Him as a Knicks fan doesn't have much to be happy about. The Knicks just started being a playoff team, didn't they?
Oh, they've been in the playoffs for 3 years. 3 years in a row.
That's exactly.
And
exactly. 3 years. 3 years in a row. And then when was the last time?
I don't know. You gotta ask.
When
was the last time the Knicks won it?
Who's the winner of this series play?
Celtics.
They lose anyway, it don't matter. Celtics are gonna win.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. Whoever wins gets slaughtered the next round.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, that's just the way the play-in with Chicago and Miami happened. Miami and Chicago played each other just for the rights to make it to the first round of the playoffs and be out the door in 4.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics are going to repeat. I think the Celtics are going to repeat. They just unstoppable.
Yeah, they're too dominant.
I mean, OKC ain't no joke though.
No.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. They're probably the only team that can give them a run. Is OKC.
I do gotta admit I have seen what I liked from the Pacers.
Like Golden State. Golden State, they're getting a little too long in the tooth.
Well, they can still make a run. I'm not saying they're going to win a championship. They're not going to be in a. They ain't going to be in a championship, but I see them making a run though.
The Lakers, what's wrong with the Lakers is because the Lakers really got no youth.
You want to talk about long in the tooth? We're talking.
Yeah, they're long in the tooth too. LeBron's their stars. Their top stars $40.
They have LeBron
and not 40 years
old.
Not
LeBron on that team. They have LeBron on
their top
team
star,
real good coaching.
The top star is 40 years old.
They have LeBron on that team, who is the coach and a player.
Doncic, isn't he like 30? He's in his 30s.
Is his son still on the roster?
Who's that?
Is LeBron's son still on the roster?
Bronny.
Yes.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
I bet you when LeBron retires, he loses his job in L.A.
I thought they called him up, Bronny.
They did. I think they did for a minute. Yeah. Because somebody got injured.
Yeah, because I knew he went down to the G League or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I know he went down there, so I knew he wasn't technically a Laker. And I'm not sure exactly how that G League stuff works. I'm just saying.
He's been going back and forth. He can play the G League and he can come and play for the Lakers. It's in his contract.
It's basically like hockey.
Yeah, they sent him down to the developmental, I guess.
It's like AAA.
Yeah, but I don't pay attention to baseball.
Well, speaking of baseball, since you don't pay attention to it, the Tigers.
Lights go out.
He takes a toke. The Tigers beat the Astros to salvage one game in the 3-game series, 7 games to 7-4. Javier Baez, he put up a grand slam, first home run of the year. Good thing to see him coming out of his cave too. The Cardinals in the first game beat the Reds 6-0. In the second game, they beat them 9-1. So the Reds just scored 1 run in 2 games. That's sad. The Dodgers beat the Marlins 12-7. Basically, it was the Dodgers with a touchdown, a field goal, and a safety, and the Marlins scored a touchdown. The Rockies 2, Braves 1, Padres 5, Giants 3.
Did you just say safety?
Yeah, because
what the fuck is a safety in baseball?
There's no safety. I'm relaying it like a.
He's still living in football mode. He's still living.
Yeah, we got football.
Yeah, sorry. I heard say. My bad. Sorry for interrupting. Continue.
Padres 5, Giants 3, Mariners 9, Angels 3, the Guardians 4, the Twins 2, the Orioles 5, the Yankees 4, the Pirates 4, the Cubs 3. There you go, Robbie.
Oh, shut your term.
Phillies 7, Nationals 2, Royals 3, Rays 0. Unfortunately, Nate's Red Sox lost to the Blue Jays in 10 innings last night, 7-6.
They lost in a walk-off single.
Diamondbacks 4, Mets 3, Brewers 6, White Sox 4, and what we got? Athletics 7, and the Rangers 1.
I do like that name, though, that nickname, Motorcade. That's perfect.
Yeah, Motorcade.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, that's Cade, basically. That's Cade Cunningham, yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's a great name.
So, in NFL news, your Buffalo Bills, Kev, signed receiver Elijah Moore to a 1-year contract up to $5 million. What do you think of that?
Another added target. I mean, he's not a bad receiver. I just think he's been in bad situations.
Hey, Yoli.
I don't expect him to like jump up and be like a starter day one or anything like that, but I can see him adding, being like Matt Collins was, as far as like.
Yeah, he's a talented guy. He just hasn't been in the right
playing
situation,
time.
like you said.
He was in the Browns, man. That tells you everything, right? You need to know.
Well, he was in the Jets.
And a carousel of quarterbacks.
No, he was in the Jets. No, he was first with the Jets, wasn't he? Wasn't he with the Jets first?
Yeah.
And I liked him over there.
Jets, then the Browns.
But look at his quarterbacks. I mean, he really didn't have a good quarterback throwing to him at any time. And he sure as hell didn't have a great quarterback like Allen throwing to him.
That's just Brandon Beane telling everybody.
No, because the visit was scheduled to come in before the draft even happened. They had the scheduled visit set down to happen after the draft.
Well, he probably already had it in the hopper anyway. That's why he was so candid on his radio show or radio, whatever it was.
Anyway, Jeff Spurbeck, former agent for John Elway, dies at 62 after golf cart accident, and the incident is still under investigation. So,
wow, a golf cart?
Yeah,
he gets killed by a golf cart. Jeremy Renner gets ran over by a fucking snow machine, and he survives.
Well,
sorry,
look,
I was watching it on Joe Rogan earlier. His interview that he did with Joe Rogan, Jeremy Renner, and man, he describes the whole incident to a T. What led up to it, how it happened, everything. And dude, I can't believe.
Well, this guy's older, and he hit his head on the concrete.
Hit the pavement. Yeah, he hit his head on the asphalt.
I mean, Jeremy Renner is in his 50s, but I mean, that's still probably like 20, 30 years younger than who you're talking about. You said it was John Elway's agent, for Christ's sakes. Yeah.
The Jets' Jordan Travis, quarterback, has informed the team he will retire from playing football because he was medically advised to stop playing football. Yeah. Travis, 24, was a 5th-round draft pick out of FSU. Was a pretty good quarterback there, too.
Travis was going to be a good quarterback, but he took that serious injury at FSU, and it pretty much was career-threatening.
Yeah, I was going to say Alabama's. Who was Alabama something? Anyway, yeah. One of the teams that they played. He was trying to get extra yards, and he got cranked.
Went the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was bad.
Atlanta picks up Drake London's 5th-year option. Baltimore picks up 5th-year option on Kyle Hamilton, but didn't pick up an option for center Tyler Linderbaum, and that's because they really want they want to sign him to a bigger contract. That's what they said. So, Jacksonville not picking up Devin Lloyd's 5th-year option, linebacker out of Jacksonville there. Philadelphia picks up 5th-year option on defensive tackle Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
So there you go. That pretty much is up. There was another thing that Robbie, what's going on with the Pittsburgh person that fell from the stands, by the way?
Oh shit.
Critical condition. Last time I checked.
That's sad.
He fell 20 feet. He didn't look alive. Like, for real, I can't believe he lived from that fall. You know, did you see the fall?
No, I haven't been able to check it out yet.
Yeah,
I put it in the chat in the text, but it looked like he did it on purpose. You know, ain't no one pushed him. They said he was pretty drunk. His girlfriend was with him, but you can clearly tell he got up and propelled himself right out of his seat.
Hey, B, can I say something about that?
Yeah, he propelled himself.
He propelled himself.
Oh, now I gotta go watch.
He got up and
Hey, B,
he got
can I say
up
something
and
about that?
he got up
What's
and
that?
looked like he did a
Can I say
dolphin
something about
dive.
it?
Yeah, go.
I think, and I know catching a baseball is the pastime of, a fan, ultimate fan, like to get excited. But I think that they need to start putting up a wall or a higher fence so those people don't fall off, because that's the second time somebody's fell off and somebody died from that.
Or put up a net.
They got to really
put up a net.
A junker's net.
But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, because
Collect your drunk ass boyfriends at the end of the game. Thank you.
Like they say he's in critical condition. Like I'll be shocked if he lives. Like that, it looked bad. It looked bad.
Yeah, spectator in a 2024 NFL game at Pittsburgh's. Well, what's going on with your stadiums, man? People just like to fall out of stadiums and die. Is this what's going on?
Hey, when I sat on both
those
the Roberto Clemente
go to Pittsburgh,
the Clemente wall. They need to like do something, man. You could easily fall out of that.
Pittsburgh and Buffalo are drinking cities.
There you go.
Like I eat like that was terrible.
And considering the fact that this generation is really kind of loopy, yeah. But the spectator actually died on a fall on an escalator. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
How you fall
terrible,
on an escalator? Is that you had to be drunk if you fell on an escalator, right? I mean, escalator doesn't do nothing but push you up. There's really nothing else you can do. So, I mean, you fell off an escalator. You must have been drunk.
Yeah, that fall was terrible.
Let's see.
I don't know what
the escalator one.
That too.
Oh. Well, hopefully that person makes it through.
If he did it all himself, then personally he's an idiot.
Yeah. Well,
it looked like it looked like he propelled himself. Like from what I said, it looked like he propelled himself right out of his seat.
Safety net. Brent's with me. Yeah.
Yep. Safety net. Yeah.
This is why
people will be getting drunk and just stage diving off on purpose to land in the safety net. That would be the next problem.
This is why you can't have drinking at baseball games.
I mean,
dude, if you didn't allow drinking at baseball games, there would be no fans in the crowd.
I know that. Well, yeah, very few. That's for sure. Very few.
That was bad. Like,
well, was he drunk? Like, are they saying?
He was drunk. Yeah.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was drunk.
Damn.
He was definitely drunk. It was. I put it in the chat, and
is he in the hospital or still?
Your critical condition.
Damn.
Yeah, he got messed up pretty bad. His girlfriend was sitting right next to him. Why did get up and catch your man?
They usually
pushed him.
She was probably drunk too.
Right.
No, I've seen that. I've seen the whole video. I've watched it like 30 times, dude. He did that himself.
She probably let him go because she has a life insurance policy on him.
The fact that he was drunk, he probably shouldn't have felt it because he was probably all inebriated and shit.
She said, "Hey, wait a minute! Before you jump, let me get your wallet."
Right. Your medical cards are in there. I swear that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, let me get your PayPal.
Pay that life insurance before you die.
Ooh, that's gonna help my illness.
Don't get me wrong; those are serious things. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's stupid. You know, especially if it's
stupid shit. My bad.
Yeah, no, I mean it's just.
Well, if he was drunk, it's his own fault. I agree with
that. Right. Yeah. Well, it's just like the guy in the escalator that died tumbling down the escalator. I mean, what do you got to be doing on an escalator to be falling backwards and tumbling down there? You know, I rarely have heard of any escalator accidents in a department store or anything like that. I mean,
dude died from falling down an escalator?
Yeah.
Wow.
At Pittsburgh Stadium, another Pittsburgh Stadium.
What's up with Pittsburgh, man?
What stadium?
Y'all
What
can't handle
stadium was that at? That was at. That was at. Yeah, he was put. I think he was pushed.
He was pushed. He was pushed, really?
No, I think there was rumors that he was pushed.
He was pushed by a Ravens fan.
He was pushed by the alcohol.
So Steelers must have lost that game. That normally there is fights after a loss.
God. He was pushed by a Raven. He was pushed by a Ravens fan.
No, I think we were playing the Bengals that game.
Oh,
well,
even better.
Maybe it was Montez Perfect.
I don't know. I gotta look that story up.
And he's like, "Whoa!"
No, I remember that. What game was that? I think it must.
That person died on the escalator. Yeah, it was last year. It was 2022.
Aaron Rodgers pushed him.
Aaron Rodgers isn't. He could have pushed him. He wasn't playing.
Yeah, he was there. His aura was there already.
Right. That was the mushrooms talking.
Exactly.
So is anybody really paying attention to the whole Bill Belichick and his girlfriend defending him or interjecting during his CBS interview?
I saw some comment about how she says we're not going to talk about, or like she interrupted and says we weren't going to talk about that or whatever on how they met.
Yeah, it was the Jets game actually.
That just raises a red flag. Like
it was the Jets game.
Want to know more? You're not going to tell me now. You're now going to have to go through some kind of detective work here. I don't want to do that.
You know what? Nate might be right.
Escalator.
No, Nate might be right. It was the Jets game, so Aaron Rodgers could have pushed him.
It could have been, yeah. Could have been.
She's a PR rep, so that's her job. Like she's protecting Bill, his image and all that. And most people don't talk about their relationships on air.
All right, can I say something?
They usually pivot other things.
It's easy to say that Bill Belichick is a whipped little bitch now. Okay.
Oh yeah. He definitely does not wear the pants in that relationship.
He doesn't wear any pants at all.
Yeah.
Before he answers the question, he looks at her and she gives him a nod. He won't answer.
Just like Tom Brady wore the pants in that relationship with him.
Yeah. So, they Belichick also said he told his publicist with the Simon and Schuster book publisher that he agreed to focus solely on the contents of the book. But that's not what he actually agreed to, because CBS said when we agreed to speak with Mr. Belichick, it was for a wide-ranging interview. There were no preconditions or no limitations to this conversation. So they can ask him basically whatever damn questions they wanted to, and there was no pushback. There was not supposed to be any pushback. So, I could believe that too. But like I said, it's I don't care. Let BB get his little stroke on there with the little girl there.
I've seen that interview.
In a sharp situation.
I've seen that interview. That shit was awkward watching it.
Yeah. Well, that's what they said. It was awkward. Yeah. They're flatly not talking about this. That's what she said. Yeah,
that's.
But you keep taking, and the thing about it is his girlfriend keeps taking social media pictures of them in her personal life, and it puts them out there. Now everybody will accept that stuff if they're if they're signed into her or him.
So, she probably zapped him.
I mean,
when he was saying, I don't want to speak on that, she was showing him the taser, like, don't answer that question. I'll tase you.
Right? You answer that question, you get the hose again.
Yep.
And the taser.
Oh, look, it's Bandit. What's up, Bandit? What up, though? Yeah,
I had to sit there, and when I first started hearing you saying "What up, though," like on our podcast that we used to have, I'm trying to figure out where I was hearing it from. And then I went to go watch a little TV, and I found it. It was because I was watching that BMG.
Mm-hmm. That's what
they say like 1,000 times in an episode.
That's what they say here in the Detroit.
Yeah, I learned.
Well, kudos to you. or learn us. But they do just say it way too much in that show. Though.
Yeah, they do. Like it got to the point where my son would walk in while I was watching it, and I would hear him sit there and say, "What up, Doe?" to his friends. I'm like, no, don't do it. I hear it enough on the TV series.
Yeah. Oh, I know why Bandit wants to come out here.
Well,
I didn't do it.
Lines?
I did not do it.
No, because Nate's on here. That's why.
Put him in the game, coach.
Okay. Dad. All right, it's sent, buddy. See, that's why.
Oh, apparently Nate didn't hear any of that because he was outside his vehicle.
Yes, he was.
What are y'all talking about?
You.
Bandit's getting ready to come on.
Oh.
Yeah. He misses you.
You ruined it. I was trying to fuck with him.
Why? They got beef or something?
No, it's a whole New York Knicks Pistons thing.
The New York Pistons thing again.
Yeah. Bandit's got to talk his stuff, so Nate does too.
I'm not really a fan of either team. I think they're both very talented teams. See, this is the issue: is I don't have a favorite team in anything. I
know that you're a free agent, like you told me.
That's what I call it, a free agent fan.
You told
but
me.
I can give
I don't know, man. I got to reply
I really show hate to is the Lakers and the Celtics. I really, really do not like.
Oh, look at that! Tori even joined in here. What's up, Tori? She said, "Fuck Brunson."
Yeah, I know why she feels that way.
There's 3 teams in the NBA I will not support.
I'm going to take it to safely assume she is a Pistons fan.
Yes, she is. A Lions and a Pistons fan. Yeah, she's from the D2. At least around.
See, I won't talk shit about them. I even liked Detroit back in the day with Isaiah Thomas. That was one of my favorite players.
The only Detroit team I don't like are the Red Wings.
You like
and
Chicago,
that was back then. That was back then.
Oh yeah, I love the Bulls back in the day.
That was back in 08, 09 where I didn't like the Red Wings.
I also liked watching
Patrick
Ewing play and David Robinson play and Akeem Olajuwon.
Robbie, you don't like any team.
No, I just hate the teams you like.
Oh man!
I don't like the Knicks. Like, I'm not talking shit. Like, I don't like the Knicks. I don't like what other teams you got? You got like 7 of them.
Oh, he likes Texas A&M. Texas A&M is in Texas.
Red Sox. I don't like the Red Sox.
Texas. I can understand him liking.
I'm not trying to talk shit either. I'm being truthful here. I never did like the Red Sox. I hate all Boston teams.
You're talking prior to even knowing Nate.
Yeah, I'm talking prior to not even knowing Nate. I never liked the Knicks. I never liked I hate all Boston teams.
Yeah.
The only time I really liked watching the Knicks was when they had Patrick Ewing and John Starks on the team.
And of course, you can come back and talk shit on the Pirates, but I've been hearing people talk shit on the Pirates for years. I'm used to that.
Well, there's 2 teams I totally don't like, and they're both from the Big Coast. I don't like the Boston Celtics, and I don't like the LA Lakers. I hate both those teams.
See, you feel me.
And in baseball, I hate the Yankees.
And
I don't really have a problem
obviously.
with the Dodgers. I hate the White Sox.
I don't like the Yankees.
The only Chicago team I really don't have an affinity for that I don't really say I hate or don't hate is Chicago Cubs because they're a whole different team. But I hate every other thing in Chicago. I hate Chicago, the city. I hate Chicago, the city.
I hate their pizza.
I hate Chicago, the fans. I hate their pizza.
Their pizza.
Actually, their pizza's okay.
Hey, dude, that's not pizza. That's pasta.
It is not pasta. It's
pasta.
on dough. How is it pasta when it's on dough?
Hey, pasta's on dough. Lasagna.
It's a pizza. It's an actual pizza pie. Actually, you can say
lasagna's on dough.
You hate the Sears Tower too.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Brett says Pirates are my second favorite team. My dad was a big Roberto fan. You know?
Hey, I hate to keep your elf.
Well,
What the hell?
why you hate the Keebler Elf, man? He makes enjoyable cookies.
Yeah, because he reminds me of the elf in Cleveland.
Yep. I knew that was coming.
That's Cleveland's
They just
fault.
barely added that elf as the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should get sued for that. They stole that elf.
They call him Brownie the Elf too.
Yeah. There
Look
goes
at this.
Bandit.
There's
He
Bandit.
probably was traumatized. He probably was traumatized.
There you go.
Elves. That's why.
I like Christmas elves.
Baseball jersey.
Yeah.
What up, though?
What up, though?
I can't call it. What we talking about? What up, Nate?
Oh,
I heard you talking shit. That's why I did that. What's up, Nate?
I wasn't talking shit. What's up?
Tori, I ain't talking shit. Hey, and Tori even chimed in. She said,
I know.
Brunson.
Fuck Brunson. That's my shout out to Tori. You feel me? My dog.
That's right. Shouts out to Tori.
Brunson is a good player, though.
Oh yeah, soft. He's
Yeah.
brittle. He's brittle like peanut brittle. He always getting hurt. They got to stock it.
Yeah, but in today's today's NBA, it doesn't really matter. They're all brittle.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. So what we talking about, fellas? What we talking about?
It'll be a good game tonight.
Knicks and Pistons, I guess we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring that up in the conversation.
Knicks and Pistons.
If Pistons win tonight, I think the Knicks are in trouble.
Oh, the Pistons win tonight. Knicks is good. They're gone.
Pistons are winning tonight.
Yeah, if the Knicks want to end this series, it got to be tonight.
I mean, the Knicks should have won the last game. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Tori said, "Good flapper."
Brunson.
Yeah.
Did y'all see those
see the
billboards they put up of Jalen Brunson?
What missing?
You talking about what in Detroit? Sometimes
Yeah,
he
they
fades
put it on a
out.
billboard or something like that.
He must be on the road.
Like mother effing.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
I see them.
He came on here Scarface style with the cigar and everything.
No, I guess a black and mild. Ain't no concern.
Black
Ain't
man.
Ain't got the money like that. I wish I had the money like
You got the black and mild, man. I miss smoking them things.
I just empty them out and fill them up with lettuce.
Lettuce.
Hey.
You talking about the devil's lettuce?
No, it's God's lettuce. Devil does not exist. Demons exist. Devil does not.
Yeah, you like
Devil
smoking
has
the
named
funny
their
cigarettes.
Heck no.
Tori said no, long time no see. I just got off the phone with you like 15 minutes ago. Oh. B Schooler, you a Pistons fan, so I'm gonna ask you this since we just talking. What you think the keys for Detroit to win tonight? And then I'm gonna ask Nate too. And then I'm gonna chime in.
Cade's got to stop scoring 24 points. That dude's got to get in the 30s, man. That's why they've been losing a lot of these games. He's not being a superstar he needs to be, and he needs to start scoring points. That's what he needs to do. He needs to take over the game.
I agree.
That's what he needs to do. I mean, Brunson's done. I mean, every time Brunson's was averaging 32 points a game before they got before he scored the 16 the last game. That dude's taking over the games.
Y'all need to win a home
superstar. Yeah, we need to win a home game too because we're 0-2.
Yeah,
So,
think about it.
Yeah,
If you would have won your home games, this would be over by now.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, it should have been over at New York. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, there were those games. The games have been pretty close. It's been a good series. That's why
One game ended by
team.
I know where that sign is too. I know where that sign is too. That's right off of 994. It says Brunson, you're a mother flapper.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think the point differential in the game's been Knicks won by 1 point, the Knicks won by 2 points, Pistons won by 3, and then last game was by 6. So it's been 12 points. The difference between each game. I think the difference in the game, the keys to the game for the Pistons to win is ball control, man. They don't need that many turnovers. You feel me?
Yeah, the turnovers guy, and that starts with Cade too. Cade's got to stop turning the ball over. He's another one. That's right by I want to say the Connor area, the Connor exit on 94, right between the Connor exit and the what the hell street is that? Yeah, it's right there where that long stretch of freeway is between those two those two exits. It's right in the middle there. Yeah, that's where it's at. Right past the Connor exit. If you're going north.
Nate, what's the keys to the Knicks to win tonight?
Show up.
Bro.
Really?
I mean,
It ain't that easy, bro. Come on now. Keep it a buck.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Vegas has them at the Pistons at 1.5 favorites. So I expect the Pistons to get the benefit of the calls and take it to Game 7. I don't think the Knicks stand a chance. The NBA wants a Game 7, so
for what? That's what I want to know.
Because it's a good series.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So we're just gonna put the teams out there for the sacrificial lamb to Boston Celtics because there ain't no way Pistons or the Knicks are beating them. So yeah, I don't know. Man.
Yeah,
this is y'all season right here. Whether you win
That's
or lose.
right. This is our championship
for both teams.
Basically.
It doesn't matter. You know,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's not a diss to either team. I'm not throwing shade or nothing, but the Celtics are just that good.
Believe me and Nate agree with you. I'm pretty sure that Bandit does too. He just don't want to say nothing about it.
No, I agree. I agree. This is life or death right here. Like it's life or death, and this is their season. It's win or go home. So,
but I would like to see either one of these teams actually beat Boston.
The Celtics.
Yes, I will still be rooting for either team as long as they're going to get whoever goes.
I was really surprised that Orlando took a game from them.
Yeah, I know.
Tatum was hurt.
What? I was like, what the hell was that?
Tatum was hurt though in that game.
Yeah, Tatum's been hurt all through the series.
Everybody says we're going to get swept. I was like, dude, everybody's saying the Knicks are going to get swept if they play the Celtics. Boston, I mean, the Knicks have a more talented roster than freaking the Magic do, and they won a game.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Well, I'm sure they're going to win a game.
They'll win a home game.
They'll probably win it. Doesn't make a difference what team it is. They'll probably win 5 or 6 games to win that. So, if either one of them play.
I don't know. Offensively, Knicks are good.
Yeah, that's a defense.
I know you're looking at the stats, aren't you? Stat watcher.
It's all about the stats. That's what creates good matchups.
I wouldn't bet on this game either, Brett.
I will say.
This is Boston.
If the
across the. I'll wait.
I will say this: if the Asir Thompson that played the last game comes out to play, man. Pistons are gonna win because that dude locked up Jalen Brunson. He played well in the offensive end. Like, dude is really coming into his game.
Yeah.
Across the board, the Celtics are just like damn near perfect.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Their weakest stat is steals. They were 29th in the NBA in steals.
You don't need to steal a ball when you're up by 20.
Yeah,
right. You're right. All you gotta do
I'm just saying, if that's their weakest stat, then like
if that's your only weakness, you don't have a weakness.
Nope.
Yeah, like the only team that can, like stats wise, match up with the Celtics right now will be the Thunder.
Yep. The Thunder are number 1 in defense in the league, aren't they?
And offense.
The Celtics are the number 1 3-point team in the league, and Thunder are the number 1 defensive
team. They're number one in every category.
And the Thunder can score just as good as they can defend.
That'd be a good finals.
Yeah, it'll be a hell of a finals. Yeah.
So just in, the Whackers are not picking up the 5th-year option on former first-round pick Quay Walker. Big surprise there.
Oh. Yeah, that guy's head case.
He blew a lot of games for them too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are they picking up the option on?
Medical staff.
Who are they picking the option up on again?
Quay Walker, linebacker.
That dude.
Yeah, that guy.
He's not even that good.
Yeah, that dude.
He is if you want to beat up medical staff.
That's the dude that can't stop getting ejected from games, huh?
Yeah.
It was a Lions game he got ejected from pushing up on a medical
He
staff trying to help somebody out.
He put the staff member of the training staff. Yeah. Dumbass.
Yeah. He probably already got CTE. You know what? That's a damn shame because Quay Walker's such a good talent too.
Is he really?
Yeah, I'm not.
He's a head.
He's a head case.
He's all right.
He's a head case without the AB talent. I'll just he's an AB head case without the AB talent.
Yep.
He's got some talent, but he's not as good as people make him.
Right.
Or think he's good as our Whacker fans.
Didn't he come out of Georgia, Quay?
Yep. He was at Georgia.
Day-Day's boy.
Yeah.
Day-Day's boy.
He was just a really big dude.
Yeah,
he's just a really big dude. He's not he's not talented.
You know who his comp is?
Who?
Please tell me it ain't Devin Bush.
the dude the rookie that's on Cincinnati, they picked up Shamir Stewart.
Shit. 1.5 sacks in like 4 years, huh?
All that speed and that bigness, and you can't get shit done. That's
wow.
Him. But no, so who did you Ben? We haven't talked a lot lately. So who would you like in the draft?
Oh, I like the offensive lineman we got out of Georgia, man.
Rutledge.
Yeah.
Rutledge is good.
Anybody that wears a mullet in 2025 is a damn dog. He got the whole Joe Dirt, dude. You feel me? Like,
just a few years ago, my son wanted a mullet. And I told him, no mullet. He goes to my aunt's house.
The mullet's back. The mullet's back.
And she cut his hair. I don't care. I wanted to shave his head while he was sleeping. So bad.
You sound like my mom. I had a mohawk.
You all keep talking about Joe Dirt and whatnot and the mullet being back, but you got to realize I grew up with Billy Ray Cyrus having a mullet.
Billy Ray, you feel me?
Don't forget about Billy Idol.
And
yes, sir.
I come from a family that loved their country music. So
Rutledge, tomato.
Achy Ray, and there you go with the damn tomato.
He's definitely a country guy. There's no doubt about that.
Bro, you see the video where he had like a fly on his lip?
You have to be a country if you got a mullet.
Yeah, that's another.
He had a fly on his lip. He had a fly on his lip, and he lift his lip up and grabbed the fly, put his beer in his mouth, and spit that bitch, and he did a tornado, and he downed the beer.
Damn.
Wow.
Right? See that? Oh, that you gotta see it.
That's a Dan Campbell guy there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He and Frank are gonna get along really well.
Yep.
Because he's an outdoors guy too. He's a hunter, shooter, fisher.
Good. That means he can go out there. Frank can go out there with him and go fishing instead of taking golf with him when he was wearing his skinny jeans. You ever see that video?
Exactly.
Trying to take golf out there. This dude coming in looking like he's just from California. Got sandals on, some skinny pants.
That's
what the hell is going on with you, buddy?
City folks.
Hey, Goff tried. Give him credit. He tried. He could have been. He could have been like Caleb and like, oh, I don't want to break a nail.
True. Yeah, we don't have them problems.
Thank God.
We're about grit, not nail polish.
Yeah. Thank God.
Exactly.
I couldn't root for no quarterback that wore fingernail polish, man. I just couldn't do it, bro.
No.
Yeah, that's not great. Well, BJ has to deal with him now, so that's a perfect coach to go.
He getting his fingernails
BJ with
too.
Caleb.
He getting his fingernails painted too.
He probably would too.
I believe it.
That's my quarterback.
Not quarterback.
If I was a linebacker, I'd tell him, you better paint RIP on your fingernails because I'm going to murder you today, son.
Damn.
Robbie and his murder thing. Here we go.
Right. I know what's going on with him, you know?
I'm not really like murder, but like, you know.
Serial killer.
I'm gonna be like Danny Bateman from The Replacements and just hit him like a bull. You know what I'm saying?
I'm starting to think your name being the Mad Yunzer. I'm starting to think the Mad Yunzer doesn't really mean mad as in angry. I just think it means crazy now because you're just talking about going around being a psychopath and murdering people.
So I like to be more like a socio. I like to be more like a
Pittsburgh fans for you.
Brent says maybe it's aerodynamic nail polish.
Well, no, I tell you, true. We ain't crazy as the stupid Philadelphia fans.
Yeah.
No, Brent, it's that nail polish that what happens when your hands get stuck in the dirt. That kind of nail polish. It doesn't mess up the nail polish stuff. Whatever the hell that is.
Are you talking about?
I watch commercials too. Damn it.
You and Caleb been shopping at the same place.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey. But yeah. Could be that dirt nail polish. Anyway.
Joe Dirt Nail Polish.
Yeah, Joe Dirt Nail Polish. There you go. Was there anybody else that you liked in the draft?
Y'all gonna make me say it, huh? Y'all just want me to say it, huh?
Do it.
You can say whatever you want to say.
That boy from Ohio State, you feel me? He gonna be eating this year. Yeah, y'all already know. I try to go to somebody outside Ohio State. You feel me? Yeah, that boy from Ohio State, man.
You know he's gonna go there.
Well, I like.
Yeah, he's a damn good player.
Damn good. Yeah. He got that. They got that motor in him too.
Did you Did you see those stats I put up on there, B, about like how he outplayed all the defensive tackles?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. You should have sent. I should send that to Bandit because the two of the guys that you got on there are Michigan players.
Y'all know
Mason
I'm
Graham
posted.
and
you know I'm gonna post the tag y'all in it too.
Cool.
That's all right. That's all right. Get your glory while you got glory is there. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna find it. When I find it, I'll post it to him.
Buffalo would have took him.
Say what? You wonder how what?
I said I do think if we didn't take him, Buffalo was going to take him.
They already called and told him he was going to take him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they brought him in for one of their 30 visits, and they fell in love with him. So they were definitely looking on taking him.
Oh my God! Did RG3 really say that?
What did he say now?
He said, "I'm being told some head coaches fear drafting Shedeur Sanders in the first round as a starter because if it don't work out, they were fearing that they could be replaced by Deion Sanders."
I believe that. I really do. That's something I told everybody because, like, if you're an organization and you all right, say they got Shedeur coming up at the back of quarterback. First of all, that starting quarterback, when he starts doing bad, the crowd gonna start calling for Shedeur. So then if you a head coach of that organization, like Stefanski, and you have another bad year, the people are gonna be calling for your head. So who else would you call as an organization to come coach this kid other than the person that coached him through high school, college, and everything else like that? So
I don't know, bro. If the Browns called me,
but that's it.
I would hang the phone up.
If the owner wants to hire Deion. That's if the owner wants to hire Deion as a head coach.
He a hot coach.
Yeah, but I don't think he can.
He's out the door anyway.
Hey, Sonia.
Nate, name another person. Name another person that can come in there and turn the Browns organization around.
Nobody.
But it's not that Bandit. What I'm saying is if he was that hot of a coach, he would have had more interviews with the NFL. He hasn't had any interviews in the NFL. The Cowboys didn't even interview him.
He hasn't even tried to go. He didn't even want any interviews.
Yeah, he didn't want
he didn't even want to become an NFL coach.
But I mean,
about
Deion.
But I mean, dude, college coaches always flirt with the NFL. Doesn't mean they have to go to be a coach. But I'm just saying, like, there was no interest in wanting to bring him in an interview. He would have gone for an interview. I promise you, he would have.
I'm talking about as an organization that would have picked Shedeur, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, because he's coached. Shedeur's been coached by his dad his whole career, so yeah.
Okay, so say if Deion took Say if Deion was the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, you don't think the Dallas Cowboys would have picked up Shador and they would have been trying to move Zach?
I mean, I thought they were going to do that.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I think Deion is fine where the hell he's at.
Yeah, I don't think he's leaving.
You know,
I don't think he's
from
leaving.
Colorado State, you just ain't going to jump into the NFL. First of all, I like Deion. I love his career, but the dude is he's got to really get in touch with the kids first before he goes, get in touch with the grown adults out there in pro football, because it's a whole different mess of pro football players than it was when he was.
And Deion's got to win. Deion's got to win more. Like,
so hypothetically, let's say if Colorado makes it to the college football playoffs this year, right? And then the Browns have a losing season and they fire Stefanski. You don't think they're gonna try?
There's no doubt. There's no doubt that they will interview him. Yes, they would interview him. Yes, I agree. Yes. But he's got to get to the playoffs. Like,
what organization or coach really want that pressure though? You feel me?
All right. Well, the Browns would probably be the.
That's why I think he failed like that.
The Browns would probably be the only organization to hire Deion Sanders as a head coach.
Well, it depends what vacancies are going to be open.
What's Deion's record in college?
I'm about to find out right now for you.
I mean,
like
there was a lot of
23. I don't know what the hell they are. Oh no, because he
I
had
could
one
definitely see Deion going to Cleveland, and you know why I could see definitely, or for Deion to go to Cleveland, if he had the opportunity, is because they haven't done shit. They've been a shit organization.
Can't go nowhere up before
His
up.
son already talked about turning the franchise around.
I just find it news.
And what better than to create history than to become the first Browns quarterback or first Browns coach?
The Buffalo Boosters are not that happy.
I understand, but Shador, like, get out of your dad's shadow, man. Like, go prove people wrong that you don't need your dad. Go
I've been
win.
saying that for the longest time, man.
His Deion Sanders' college football record is 13-12.
13-12. That's in 2 years.
13-12. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. But that's good. I mean,
he's got to go undefeated this
Is
year.
that includes the Jackson State record, or is that this Colorado?
That's just Colorado.
No, just Colorado.
He's 0-1 in
He's got to
bowl.
go undefeated, or he's got to lose like one game and get to the playoffs for him to have a chance.
His bowl record's 0-1. They played in one though.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see.
It's just Deion. It's just his kid is in the NFL now. Don't try to be his coach anymore. Don't take the back seat. Get out.
If somebody offered me a head coaching job and they paying me way more money than the University of Colorado is, I'm taking it.
Oh yeah, money talks.
I don't know that Colorado's paying him a lot of money.
Yeah, money talks.
If somebody paying me more than what Colorado paying me, I'm going to take it.
And that's what I'm saying with these coaches. That's what I'm saying with these coaches. They flirt with the NFL, but doesn't mean they're going to go. Like, look at Sarkisian.
13-12. That's what Colorado.
With some interviews and then got paid. Yeah.
And that record is kind of iffy too, because when he first took over Colorado, they didn't have nobody. It was 4-8.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be
he did a good job in turning that. But this is the whole thing about Shador. Shador has been playing his whole career with his father, basically his whole college career.
Right.
What is he going to do when he gets in the pros? He's got his daddy ain't going to be there. He might be
Not
there in the
this year.
wings, but he ain't going to be there.
That's still iffy. Not this year.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got
$54 million is a lot of money to be playing for a college.
He went from 4-8 to 9-4. That's a big turnaround.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a big turnaround.
I mean, he did. Yeah, I'm giving him his props. He did a hell of a job. The defense still sucks, but anyway, I mean, that's still a whole.
If Deion turns this team around this year with no Shador and no Shiloh and none of his weapons,
Travis
and all
Hunter,
that would be something impressive, because
their keeper's pretty bare. That would prove that he don't got no damn distractions anymore too.
Well, unfortunately, folks, that this time of the show has come to its close. We don't have an hour out here because we're on a network. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow at 2:00 p.m. Free for All Friday. If you wish to be back on here, I'm gonna put the link in the chat so y'all can come up here and talk a bunch of crap. Whatever you want to do. Tomorrow is free for all day. But that's my last show for the dailies because I'm going to work during the day. And congratulations to you, Brandon, by the way, for your job.
Thank you.
But anyway, everybody have a great rest of the day. Peace to F out.
Whackers.
Go Pistons!
Thanks for tuning in to the show. Join us on YouTube, X, Instagram, and TikTok under 1 Chief 3 Toes.